Well, hello everyone. How are you today? Hope you're doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic because every time I get a box in the mail that I get to crack open, I get pumped, and today is no different. For those who are following the podcast, tonight we're actually going to be interviewing I believe it's Michael Boucher from Matador Games. They have the new Yucatan game that's come out. The artwork on it looks phenomenal. It looks like an awesome game. Can't wait to talk about that tonight. For those who are following our Nutty Squirrels of the Oakwood Forest, pretty excited to say that Canada's completely shipped out. Australia is shipped out. USA is all packed up, and I believe tomorrow is when they start hitting mail, like actually go to the mailboxes in the States. So people should start getting some notifications on that tomorrow. Still waiting for Europe. Unfortunately, the backlog there, but it does look like the ship is docked at least. That's good news. And hopefully in the next week, GameQuest will have their hands on them, and then they can start deploying them to the different backers across Europe. Thank you so much, everyone, for your patience on this. I know people are just excited to get their game, and it sucks having to wait, especially when the original plan was these would have been in people's hands by September, October at the latest. And this shipping kind of backlog really just hit everyone right across the industry, which really sucked. And I was hoping to be immune to it, but unfortunately I'm not immune to the things that happen globally, unfortunately. But today we're going to go through this box. This is another mystery box. I backed so many games last year that are now all starting to again, this backlog is freeing up. So now these games are just arriving on a weekly basis. No idea what this is. Last time I did a mystery box opening, it was the Pakatuna game with the llamas that are going across and moving resources from basically village to village. Still assembling that game. But once it's assembled, I'll play it and I'll let you guys know what I think of the game. It looks like fun, but man, a lot of work assembling that game. Anyway, this one, we'll see what this is. It is a larger box. I honestly forget what this could potentially be. The one I was waiting for last time was the Pakatuna, which I guessed right and it came in. This one is truly a mystery. So let's find out together, shall we? We'll go into our box opening cam. Alrighty. My trusty X-Acto knife. It's going to be a quick stream, by the way. I'm not going to drag this one out. Not that I drag them out, but this one will be especially less dragged out than other ones, because I do have to get ready for a meeting I have this afternoon, as well as tonight's podcast. Well, that is cool packing material, I can say. Wow. This is the first. I've never seen a package arrive like this yet. Check out this packing material. That is cray. I almost don't want to move it. It just looks so cool. I wonder if anybody ever packs things like in coconut husks or anything like that. That'd be kind of cool too. That's probably like a environmental cross-contamination faux pas. So I'm actually going to reuse this packing material. That is crazy cool. Oh! I actually I was a little bummed. And now I fully get it as a backer myself. I saw a post from these guys this week, actually, where they posted a picture saying, hey, look, looks like one of our commercial backers has got the game. And this game was literally on a retail shelf. Not trying to slam these guys, but as a publisher myself, I mean, I technically have Nutty Squirrels of the Oakwood Forest now. I could very easily, have those shipping at Walmart like now before everyone's got their games. But we made a commitment that until every backer gets their game, we're not doing retailers. We know that, or if the retailers get them, they'll get them literally the same time as everyone else. Because there were, I think, a handful of actual retailer backers who grabbed like 6 copies. Even with our friends over at Hit Point Sales, I asked them kindly, said, hey guys, I know that you've pre-booked a bunch of these orders. Do you mind holding off until everyone's got their games before you even send out your orders to your sub-distributors. They said absolutely, totally makes sense. So yeah. But this is one I was really looking forward to playing. I actually didn't think I was going to get this till like next year or at the end of this year. So that's a surprise. This actually came remarkably fast from when I actually backed this. So Andrew Bosley, who we've had on the podcast, is the illustrator on this. Of course, that's why it's such awesome artwork. It's pretty freaking heavy, I got to tell you. This is a heavy game. And it's probably because of all of these little gemstones are in there. So the whole idea, I think, because I haven't played this game, but I like the concept, which is you've got these, you're drafting like these tiles, almost like a Zool, a little bit like a Zool, and then you're building these like memories, I guess, and then the memories become more vivid as you go, and the cards upgrade to, I guess, more enhanced stories and stuff like that, which is a cool concept. It was a cool concept. 2 to 4 players, 30 to 60 minutes, ages 13 plus. I like that logo for the age. I might actually steal that idea. That's pretty cool. They got the CE certification. Also seeing they got the UKCA. That is not a fun thing to get, my friends. So the fact that they actually got that logo on there is pretty cool. Floodgate. I mean, obviously people know Floodgate. They're top shelf when it comes to their quality. Matthew Dunstan, Brett J. Gilbert are the designers behind this. I actually reached out to these guys for the podcast. I wanted to get them on the podcast, but couldn't make it happen. Let's crack it open. Ooh. Okay, so this, I'm going to make a comment on the box too. I geek out over packaging and finishes on boxes. One thing I like about this is they've the floodgate and then the icons on the side. That's spot varnish. Vivid Memories logo is spot varnish. The birds are spot varnish, but then the actual clouds is and the kid are a matte finish. It's very cool. Very nice finish. All right, let's look inside. Ooh, lots of punch outs. Scoreboard. Okay, so these are like your memory cards you're trying to, I think. Oh, maybe these are upgrades so you can exchange. Yeah, like looks like tile modifiers or something like that. Scoreboard. This is one of the cool things that really attracted me to this game was this dual layer board, which is just beautiful. And this is another concept that we actually have on a game we're working on, Adam and I. I know I sound like I'm whispering all of a sudden. Sorry, that's my inside voice. So you got these kind of cool little cutouts with the cards kind of nestle in there. That's really cool. It's a matte finish on these player boards, which is really nice. Artwork on the inside. Artwork on the back. It's really cool. It's really cool. So this is technically, they call these dual layer boards, but you've got a layer on the back, which is your artwork is glued on the back. Then you've got paperboard in between, artwork glued on the front of that paperboard. Then you've got another piece of paperboard that's got artwork glued on that. So this is like a sandwich of like 5 layers to make these boards. They look simple, but I don't know if people appreciate just how much work and quality goes into creating dual layer boards. There really is something that takes a lot of quality control because this artwork can shift and when they're cutting these out because they glue them down, they're trying to do it fast, right? So to get them to kind of line up nicely like this is really cool. Oh, look at this. A tray. Woohoo! I'm a big fan of organization trays. I feel like publishers hate me when I open up a box and there's nothing to store the stuff in but little baggies. These guys got baggies, but they obviously have like a nice tray too. Look at this. Oh, little mini. That's cool. So it's like, hold up there. It's like a little paper plane. A little 3D paper plane. Actually comes with a player mat. That is cool. Nice neoprene mat. I'm going to show this to Adam because we're working on something right now where we got this middle kind of player area where the cards go out on a game we're working on. We're going to do that as a card. But this is a really cool idea. I like this too. Especially how it rolls up and fits in there like that. Usually you have to take your player mats and stick them somewhere else like a chump. But now you can actually put it in here, which is kind of cool. You got these little tiles, your little memory tiles. These are fragments of memories that you're building. I'll watch a video on how to play this. Got a nice little monogram bag. That's really nice to store this stuff. That's cool. I'm excited. I'm excited to play this game. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. This is one I think also the broader family like playing. It's kind of hit and miss. Adam and I will play pretty much anything. But, you know, getting my wife and my kids and my dad and some of the extended family to play some of the games are a bit hit and miss on what types of games they like to play. Azul seems to be a hit with everyone. That's why I thought this would be a good one for people to participate in. But man, that's cool. I cannot wait to play this later. So there we be, my friends. Oh, what's this? One more thing here. Hang on. Vivid Galactic Battle Moment. Maybe that's a Kickstarter exclusive. Maybe why that card is in there. I don't know. And these are little reference cards. Those are always handy too. I'm really digging the way these guys have put this together. I gotta be, I gotta kind of give them props for that. It really is cool. Like how this is packaged separately, these little reference cards. So I could see how this in multiple languages for different countries, how you could print off different ones, and depending as they're doing assembly, which ones go with which game, you just toss in a different language specific thing, because everything else is just artwork. It doesn't have any words, right? So this is really the only translated piece, which you can then customize by country. Let's put that back in there. All right. I hope to get this one on the table this weekend. That would be awesome. I'm just going to flip this over really quickly because I did notice something else in the back. So again, I kind of geek out over distribution and things like that. Oh, look at the side. Graphics on the side too. That's a nice little touch. How that design continues around. That's cool. But on the back. Oh, for some reason I thought that was a sticker. Where my head was going on this one is if that inside package, which is English only, if they could switch that out by country, maybe what they do is this is the base game, and then if they have different languages, that is thrown in as an add-on. That must be the way they do it for other languages. Again, I always try to learn from others, right? Best practices and so forth. So that, my friends, is Vivid. Game I backed. I think it was it must have been in the fall. Like, I don't think this was that. Maybe it was in August. I don't know. This came way sooner than I expected it would. So very, very excited, very, very happy. Hope everyone has a great day today. Join us on our podcast tonight, live on YouTube. You go to Board Game Binge. That's our YouTube channel. Go to Board Game Binge. Again, we're going to be going through the Yucatan game. Again, we have Michael Boucher that's going to be our guest. He is like the social media marketing digital guy for that company. He actually works with several different companies, and I'm going to talk to him about that as well. So it's kind of cool to see a contractor like that working with 3 or 4 different companies in a very similar role. Obviously high in demand with his skill set, but I think there's going to be some learning there, some interesting insights that we get from him, and hopefully we can share that with you guys as well. So again, thanks for joining me for this mystery box opening. This truly was a surprise. Hope you're having an awesome day. Take care. Cheers. This has been an episode of the Board Game Binge podcast, hosted by James Staley, produced by James Staley and Mike Bruner, with original music by Nick Smith. If you would like to watch these interviews live, simply subscribe to our YouTube channel, Board Game Binge, and you'll get access to live interviews, giveaways, and interesting board game content from across the industry. I can't wait for you to join us. See you next time.